Welcome back, guys. So in the next video, we will solve the second step. We find z. Okay, the goal we're gonna find z. Such what? You're asking. Such that z prime prime plus a times z prime plus bz equal to fx, and z is the function of x. That's how I write. Okay, this is how I write z is a function of x. Okay, so how do you do that? So in the mind of the founding father or founding mother, I don't know, of engineering math, they come up with an, what's the German word again? Ansatz. Yes, they come up with an ansatz. They say, okay, I want my y, I want my z to be a function times my first basis, and then a function times my second basis, and I'm gonna do anything. I'm gonna manipulate the constraint. I'm gonna manipulate the condition to make this happen, make this a thing. So how do they gonna do that, you ask? So what they're gonna do is they're gonna do the most tedious thing of all at that time. At that time we don't have computer. At that time we don't have devices that can compute derivative for us. So what we're gonna do, let me label this equation 3. I believe this is equation 3, right? Let me see. It's 3 only taken, so it's 4. Okay, 4. Equation 4. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna find z prime, z, and z prime prime, and they plug into 4, and then they see what constraint do they have, whatever constraint they are having, and then they be like, okay, I got it. Okay, I find it. Okay, I'm gonna manipulate it. I'm gonna manipulate the constraint. I'm gonna make it my way. I'm gonna make it beneficial to my way. I'm gonna make it beneficial so that I can find u and v in the most simplest term. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We have to do the thing, guys. So what is z prime? According to chain rule, z prime is u prime times y1 plus y prime y1 prime times u plus v prime times y2 plus v times y2 prime. Now z prime prime is kind of insane though. Z prime prime, what does it equal to? Z prime prime would equal to z prime prime would equal to what? Z prime prime will equal to this term first. So this is u prime prime times y1. Again, guys, this is product rule of derivative, plus u1 u prime times y prime. Okay, done. I'm gonna group this. Now I'm gonna group this. Okay, to make sure every time I finish one term. Okay, and then you have what? Y prime prime times u plus u prime times y prime. Okay, second term. And then you have what? Plus v prime prime times y2 plus v prime times y2 prime. Okay, last term, what do we have? We have v prime times y2 prime plus v times y2 prime prime. Okay, and let's see if I can group any of these term. Okay, let's go ahead and start with u prime y prime. I'm gonna group this two here and this two here. Okay, so what do we become? We become 2 u prime y prime, y1 prime, sorry. And then what I'm gonna group, what do I group next? I'm gonna group this two right here. I'm gonna do it in red. This two right here and this two right here. So become 2 v prime y2 prime. Is there any other group I can do? Unfortunately not. So I'm gonna write down like this: y prime, y1. I'm gonna write the rest of the term down: u y1 double prime plus v prime v double prime y2 plus v y2 double prime. Okay, I find z prime, z prime prime, and z and z. I have z too. So what do we have? The main equation we have is z prime plus a times z prime plus b times z equal fx, right, guys? So what will we have to plug in everything? We have to plug on the constraint here, okay? So we have 2u prime y1 prime. Bear with me, okay? Gonna take a while, but what you're gonna find a joy, you know? You're gonna find a joy later. Like everything in life, you know, you have to sometime we have to be tired first. This is okay. I'm gonna plug all of that down. All right, v2 double prime. Okay, this is all now z prime prime. Then I'm gonna times a times what is z prime prime. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and times a to that too. I don't have to write a times, so I'm gonna write 2 times. I'm gonna times a directly to z prime. So it'll be au prime y1 au prime y1, right? au prime y1 a y prime 1 plus u a y1 plus u prime plus oh no a y1 prime u, right? A y1 prime u. Okay, a v prime y2 plus a v prime y2 plus a v y2 prime. Okay, and then last term is bz, right? What is bz? bz z is u1 uy1 plus vy2, so it would become plus b uy1 plus b v y2, okay, equal to fx. All this equal to fx. Okay, how do I group this? Now I'm gonna do the last grouping. Okay, I'm gonna do like the final grouping. Actually, no, this is not a final grouping, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna group something. Okay, so what I'm gonna group let me see, this is where the magic happened, trust me. Okay, I'm gonna group u y prime prime u y1 prime, okay, and u r y prime 1, okay, and u by1. So what do we become? So what we have, that is first term of group. Okay, what we have u times y1 double prime plus a times y1 prime plus b times y1. Okay, and then similarly I can do the same for v, right? This is because it's symmetry. So this dude right here, this dude right here, okay, plus v, you have y2 double prime plus a y2 prime plus b y2, okay, and then the rest of the term, I'm gonna write the rest of the term down, which is kind of insane, but we have, oh no, sometimes we don't have a choice, you know. Okay, plus 2 y prime v prime u2 prime plus, oh my god, yeah, it's, you see, even like we do with this, we kind of tired. Imagine like back in the day where they don't have a calculator to do the derivative for themselves, kind of suck, you know, sometime. u1 y prime plus a v prime y2, all this equal fx. Okay, now you notice something very interesting here. Let me ask you, what does this yellow term, actually let me do red, what is, I don't know, is they still see the color? Okay, what is this red term equal to? Can y'all in the audience say it? Maybe, you know, you can comment, you know, on the it's kind of weird, right? Because I usually ask question while I'm live, you know. This is not why I'm recorded, but comments on the section, put it in your comment, like what do you think this red term is. Pause a second, and you know, after I suppose you think a lot about this, y1, you have to remember what's y1. y1, y2 is the fundamental set of solution of differential equation 3, right? So we have y1 double prime plus a y1 prime plus b y1 equals 0. Exactly, so that term equals 0. It will cancel out. Goodbye to you, my trusted friend. We know each other since we were 9 or 10. Okay, that song is pretty good, but it's been sang by a lot of artists. I like the Westlife version. Let me write out artists for y'all. Westlife. Go check out their song. They have a lot of good songs. Not only Season in the Sun, you know. Westlife have a lot of great songs. Okay, similarly, this term right here, since y2 is also the solution, is the basis, the fundamental basis set of equation 3, y2 double prime plus a y2 prime plus b y2 equals 0 as well. So that time equals 0 means the thing say goodbye. Okay. Now you have only this thing equal fx. But let me actually show you something interesting here. Okay. So I'm gonna write this like this. The 2 here. Okay, I'm gonna left 1 here. 2 prime plus u double prime y1 plus v prime y2 plus, okay, you see I break it down into 2 components. This component here, this component here. It's magic, but let me explain to you why I did that. I did it on purpose. When you see someone did like that, like probably when your teacher, he's going for something, okay, and then the rest. 1 plus v1 y2 fx. Okay, I'm gonna regroup this one a little bit. Okay. What is this? So I'm gonna rewrite this like this. u1 y1 prime plus u prime y1. I'm gonna write like plus u times y1. Okay. Wait 1 second. No. I'm gonna write this one first. So u prime y1. This term right here. I'm gonna write this one first. I'm gonna write like that, and then I'm gonna write u prime plus y1 prime. Okay. And this term right there is this guy. Okay. Then similarly, and then I write y prime times y2 plus y2 prime times v y2 prime times v prime. Okay. Plus u1 y1 prime plus v prime y2 prime plus a times u1 y1 plus v prime y2 equal fx. Sorry guys, I kind of feel sleepy. So, but why is this? Why do I do it like that? If you notice this junk right here, do you see it? Don't scream. I know you see it. It is, yes, it is the product rule of derivative. F prime times chi plus f times chi prime equal f chi prime. Yes, exactly. So I can rewrite this as u prime y1 prime, right? You agree with me? Plus v prime y2, all of that prime, right? Plus u prime y1 prime plus v prime y2 prime. And anyway, in mathematics, like whenever you don't know what a term to do with, just leave it like that. If you don't do any manipulation in that term, just keep rewriting it again. Okay, v prime y2 equal fx. Okay, the addition rule of derivative. u prime y1 plus v prime y2 prime. Then I'm gonna write a times u prime y1 plus v prime y2 plus u prime y1 prime plus v prime y2 prime equal fx. Okay. Now, at this point, this is the most important part. You see, this is the most important part, and this is the decision making. So there's two ways they can do this. I think what they can do. Okay, remember how I told you like you can manipulate a constraint? I think there's two ways they actually can do this. Manipulate the constraint, but we only want that we only have one final result. But I'm trying to get into their brain, like not like in a weird way, but I'm trying to see their thought. There's two ways. Okay, so the first way is they can set u prime y1 prime plus v prime y2 prime equals 0, and then they solve for u prime y1 plus v1 y2 as a function of x. I'm calling it gx, okay? Because if you set this term equals 0, okay, this term right here in black equals 0, you only have the rest you have is this dude plus this dude equal to fx, and you can set u prime y1 plus v prime y2 equal r. It become r plus r prime plus ra equal fx. You can solve for r, I guess, and r I believe is a function of x. Or the second way is they set u prime y1 plus v prime y2 equals 0. Okay, so the only thing that, and then what we have, they plug into, let's say this is equation 4, I believe. We haven't, oh, I think it's 5. Okay, 5, equation 5. They plug into equation 5, they will get u prime y1 prime plus v prime y2 prime equal fx. Okay, so I would say we know the result. The final decision they make is to go in, let's say this is part A, this is part B. They finally make the decision to go with part B, okay? I think the reason why they make the decision to go with part B, because part A you have to do an integral, right? You have to do an integral, right? And then I just don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't really know why they make a decision to go with part B. But I leave it to you. I leave it to you readers. Like, try part A and see if you get the same result. That's the most insane part. I don't think I ever have time to do this. I might do it in the future, but try part A. Like, see what you got. Remember the goal. You need to find U and V. Okay? You need to find U and V. So try to find it and see if you arrive at the same result. I will present y'all later. Okay? So with that being said, since we pick path B as our path, we will have u prime y1 plus v prime y2 equal 0, and we have u prime y1 prime plus v prime y2 prime equal fx. And we're gonna use the system equation and denote this the equation 6 and equation 7 to solve for u and v. Okay, thank you so much for watching the second part of the video. I hope you have a good night, good day, whatever timeline you're on in. I'll see you in the next video.